Right, everyone, welcome. Neat. 3/15/23. Matt Kahn with Brecca, All for Love. Interesting. Alright, I think that we should be almost ready here to start. In a couple minutes. I'll stand here. Come in, everybody.
It sounds like you're gonna do a big long thing here. Yeah, we are leaving at 10 o'clock, so until we stop what we're doing, have you brushed your teeth and everything?
Yeah. What time should I stop?
I just said at 9:50, you need to absolutely stop, get your shoes on, get your pack, take your pack.
Okay. Alright, everybody. So, welcome to this meeting and to these announcements. Today is February 6th, and what do we know about today? Well, the moon's in Virgo, quincunxing the sun in Aquarius, or maybe that'll be tomorrow because the moon will be in Virgo from the 6th through the 8th of this month. And also, what we have going on is Mercury leaving behind shadow. So, as we know, Mercury has been in retrograde ever since December 29th. It entered shadow December 12th, continued on through Zen station, turned around and went to retrograde until January 18th. Station turned direct until February 6th. And now it's going to move on to a new part of the sky. So now we can move on. We're out of the retrograde territory. So, I have a couple reels on Instagram I did the other day about those things. Basically, the moon in Virgo, sun in Aquarius is a great time to organize, get clear, get detail oriented, come up with innovative, intellectual solutions to your problems, to go out of the box, to fix global issues. And then the moon in Virgo is about likes to analyze, and it's ruled by Mercury, so there's an intellectual and analytical quality to it, and Aquarius really likes details in the abstract. So both of these signs really get along in that way, although they do quincunx each other, meaning that they're 5 signs apart, and quincunxes are signs that there needs to be an adjustment in order for them to get along. These are signs that don't really get along. They don't have a whole lot in common, although they can bond in a way if they work together and learn and teach each other as they go. So each one of them has something to offer, but it's a matter of being open-hearted to one another, working the relationship out, and bonding in that way, because some bonds, birds of a feather flock together. Some bonds are opposite attract, and some are two people very different, but they can bond with their differences and their uniqueness. Sometimes when you have two people that are the exact same, the relationship gets stagnant and maybe a little bit stale, and there's not a whole lot of spice and flavor and juice to shake it up. Alright, but so getting to today's announcements now. At 9:40, I just want to let you know that I may be in the middle of something And when I leave suddenly, then that means you all need to leave. And I am not going to go through these announcements again. Actually, I may call for another mental meeting to go through the rest of the announcements sometime later today. Close to 1:30, probably at 1:15, I may call for a mental meeting if I don't get through with what I want to get through with today. But if it's 9:40, then I will abruptly stop and you will all leave and go on with your day. That's what I want to remind you of, because we have had issues in the past where people don't know what to do. They're sitting around, they're super confused. I have a life to live. I just want to remind you of that very fairly and squarely. And so when I suddenly, leave and say, okay, it's time to leave, and I'm in the middle of something, then just leave, exit the room. All right. So what do we have going on today? Well, today is the Quirky Clothes activity. I'm not going to explain that because I've already explained it in the weekly announcements, so be sure to watch that video. I've already put instructions on my page about that. Basically, what you're doing is you are having a chart that looks like this. You have separate categories. Say these are your categories: pants, shoes, shirts. Then you're writing down what you chose, what you selected, what you're planning to buy, even though you're not going to buy it. You can if you want to, but that's not part of this exercise. What the name of the pants is called, what the brand of pants is called. You can also draw it out and color it if you want to. And also, not only that, but wait, did I say 9:40? I meant 9:50, excuse me. So at 9:50, if that time comes, then I will stop and move on with my day. So, pants. You'll write down the name of the pants, the brand, and then there'll be an explanation. Under each one of the different categories, there'll be a section where you will explain why you chose that clothing. So under each of these different categories, there'll be an explanation box. You'll put why it's unique to you. What made you want to choose this? Why do you want to choose it? How does it represent you? Why do you want to choose this? So that's what you're doing for each of those different categories. So there will obviously be more than these categories, but you'll have a whole list to do, and it's pretty simple and straightforward. Do something that is unique and authentic to you, because the Aquarius is all about living how you want to live and doing what you want to do, and not being afraid to stand out and be the individual in the group. So that is that. Reminder that is going to be due, I think I said February 9th at 11:59 p.m., I think. Check the video, because I made it clear in that video, that weekly announcements video, when this is due, but I think that's what I said. February 9th at 11:59 p.m., that's when it is due. We've already went through the astrology of the day. There is a choir rehearsal today at 2:30 p.m. today, so if you are involved in choir, then get to the choir room and get rehearsing for the winter and spring concert. Again, the winter concert is March 20th at 7 o'clock p.m. The spring concert is March 21st at 7 o'clock p.m. Today is your rehearsal day. One of your rehearsal days, to rehearse the songs and do that, learn the music, hopefully get the story and message of the songs and really put feeling into it, because it really comes within expressing yourself as you're singing, and maybe finding something personal to you that you can express while you're singing. Remember the difference between those two terms. And also, not only that, but that's what you're doing. I can't wait to hear the concert there. Astrology with Heather is the next announcement. Heather Eland is putting a video series on astrology mastery. She's putting out several individual parts, which will be coming out from February 8th through February 11th. If you go under her newest video on the full moon in Leo and you go into the description box, you'll find the video series link, and then you'll follow a series of steps. You'll click on that link, you'll follow the steps, you'll hopefully put it in your Google Calendar or whatever calendar you want to, so that you don't miss the days of when those videos are going to be. Put those days in. Sign up for getting your phone number and text messages, and there's other kind of optional stuff she has down at the bottom. But there's several things that little things to do to get set up for that. She does send an introduction email to that. And so she's offering these free videos and these live Q&A sessions at certain times that you'll convert to your own time zone, because it's not on Central Time in terms of time zones that she's talking about. So those videos will be coming out one by one from February 8th through February 11th. 4 videos, 1 per day. And you'll get to watch those videos. And you will find out how to cut through the chaos, clear up confusion, and give meaningful, accurate astrology readings with confidence. That's her, sales pitch for that. So, if you want to really take your astrology education seriously and go to the next level and really get down the foundation, I really shouldn't say that, because the teacher who said that is kind of, pathetic in terms of his teaching. I've already spoke about that. But, I shouldn't say that really. But, anyway, so it's about getting serious, learning the material, about studying astrology, doing natal chart readings, learning astrology, really getting down the aspects and how to read a natal chart. She has so much really informative, insightful, and educational things in that video, in those videos, so you can certainly check that out. And so the next announcement, let me just see how we're doing on time right now. It is 9:41. Okay. 10 minutes left. Okay, so let's see what I can get through in 10 minutes. Okay. So, watch an archive astrology video. What this entails is any video from Astrology with Heather, Nadia Shah, Brecca Goldsmith, all those kind of channels that is of an astrological event in the past. So not what is going on currently, like the Venus retrograde in Leo in 2015, or the solar eclipse in Leo around the 21st of August of 2017, which cut across the U.S. And I remember going with my family to see that eclipse. And unfortunately it was cloudy that particular day, but it was really neat to watch the darkness come in and sit there on the chairs in that parking lot and actually see an eclipse. And if only I was aware of it at the time of the astrology of that eclipse, my goodness, that would be even more of an experience than it was. And that was in August of 2017. And so we're actually not going to have another total lunar eclipse until I think 2025. So anyway, so any general astrology video any past astrology video, past forecast, because you can get a lot of value from it and there's meaning from it, even though it does not pertain to what's going on right now. So I do want you to choose to watch that video, to watch a video and just send me just an email of the link. What is what was the video that you watched, something new that you learned from it, and what is the value in that video, even though it does not pertain to a particular time. That will be for you to get done by February 18th, which is when the sun moves into Pisces. So by February 18th, you should have seen an archive astrology video, and then sent me that email with the link telling me what you thought about it, something that you gained from it, and how is it valuable. Okay. So that is one announcement already done. The next announcement is general astrology. Pick a series to watch. So this can be general astrology, which includes placements in the natal chart. So this would be the North Node, South Node, or Mars through the signs, Mercury through the signs, Venus through the signs. You can choose a series to watch based off of a particular planet, or watching videos on the elements, watching videos on all 12 signs of the zodiac. It is actually a series. We're going to be choosing a particular aspect of astrology, and through the signs or through the houses of astrology, you can watch that video, like Mars through the houses, Mercury through the houses, Venus through the houses. Anything that is a series in astrology. It isn't a standalone video. It acts and it makes sense to watch it, or it doesn't make sense to watch it, but it's a series, basically. So you can choose that series, whatever astrological series that you want, the sun through the houses, moon through the signs. Those are all examples, or aspects to Venus, aspects to Jupiter, all those kind of things. And this is general astrology. This is not forecasting astrology of the current events that are going on. This is general stuff, like stuff in the natal chart, all those kind of things like that. Okay? Reiterating, red fern grows. Red fern grows stuff. Now, with this particular book, which I just got finished reading and got that relationship cleaned up and finished with, by February, I want to say, did I say February 18th? Yeah, that's what I meant. When I said that past astrology video, I said this yesterday in the daily announcements for February 5th, the video that I did the other day, so be sure to check that out, because there's a section of that video where I give this information. But I want to say by February 15th, let's just say, and that may be contradictory to that, but I'm going to just say this officially now. This is going to be how it's going to have to be. By February 15th, you should have Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 of Where the Red Fern Grows read. You should complete the quizzes and do the writing responses for those particular chapters. The audiobook of the book, the PDF of it, is on there. Those resources are on there for you. The quizzes are on there, and the writings for each of the chapters are on there. And there's also a separate tab with Where the Red Fern Grows movie, which is actually a separate tab. It should be in the same tab as Where the Red Fern Grows, but anyway, it is a separate tab where you will be, watching the movie sometime after you're done, and then comparing it and contrasting it to the book. And there'll be a sort of chart that you'll fill out as you're watching the movie and seeing what are the similarities and differences from the movie to the book, and doing a little writing for that when it is all done. But those are the assignments for that. Maria De Simone has a new video. It is on Pluto in Aquarius, so be sure to check that out. I will be teaching a new class, this spring, which is astrology for beginners. Beginner level astrology courses. It will be starting up on the 20th of March. And classes and course information will be posted on my page, and those classes will be afternoon classes, I believe, from maybe 2 to 3:30 or something like that. So kind of long, an hour and a half classes. That's just my prediction for what will be happening with that course. I'll go through the introductory information, beginner's astrology, signs, aspect, transits, etc. And there is also a course that I will be teaching this summer or this spring, depending upon when I get around to it. It is all about how to run an Edmonton, okay? So if you're wanting to be an Edmonton later, learn how to do that, then that is available for you. The final announcement is an album of Heather Eland, and there's certain songs that will be composed and sung about Heather that sort of relate and allude to other things, like especially Frozen, because I see Anna in her. She does resemble Anna from Frozen. And so some of those songs from that album will be A Frozen Heart, which obviously is when Anna got a frozen heart from Elsa. But anyway, so that album will be going on. Songs will be composed and created for that album, which will hopefully be out by September or August, depending upon when Heather's birthday is, since she is a Virgo sun. So that album is going on. I won't plan on any concerts for right now, but that album is certainly, will be made, let's just say, to honor her as an Edmonton guest and Edmonton person and member of the astrological community here at this Edmonton. Alright, so now with what the time we have left, it is 9:50 now. So, the only thing that I am going to do is I'm just going to say goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. And for those of you who want to be in the Clubus on February 6th, today at 1:30 p.m., that is going to be going on this afternoon, okay? So if you want to be in there, then please do that. I hope that you read the reading for Aquarius as a child. I didn't, but I will. And we'll be discussing that section and doing a writing in that particular meeting based off of that section. So if you want to be in there, then know it's happening at 1:30 p.m. today in this room. And it's open to all people of the event, so anyone can come. Okay, so that is it. Thank you for coming. Have a great day.